Hi, it's Bruce from Nature Calls, and got a little project, real easy project. It's a backpacking zippered bag, or a ditty bag, or a Adopt Kit bag. But it is a kit that I got from Rips Off by the Roll, and it was like $12, I think, for this Dyneema X Stop 210 denier fabric. But they also have the Cuban fiber, and they have like another ripstop. But they supply basically the square 14 by 14 inch square. They give you a coiled zipper, a couple of zipper pulls, some cordage to put on the zipper pulls, a couple other things, but they give you everything you need to make this great little bag. It's just awesome. Two-way waterproof zip, and I chose this grid stop to because I wanted to see it. It's a fabric that they use on some of the lightweight packs. Really durable, but real cool little kit bag. So let's see how we do it.
But in the kit, you get a piece of fabric, and I chose the 210 Dyneema X grid stop. You can do another ripstop nylon, and you can do Cuban fiber. So you know, whatever you want. I wanted to try this Dyneema X grid stop. This is what people are making backpacks out of, so I wanted to try that out. Also, I like the color orange. But it's a waterproof, and you also get a waterproof zipper and a little bit of cordage for your zipper pulls, and then you get your zipper pulls. You get 2 of those, and a little bit of this grow grain, and that's for like a little end loop on the end of your bag. Some other things you'll need are like a grease marker, lighter, and scissors, and a sewing machine, of course, with a zipper foot. Now, you don't have to do the lighter thing, but that's what most people don't have, like a heat gun or soldering iron that they have set up. So I'm going to do it with the lighter to singe my edges, keep them from fraying. Another thing to cover is that like this fabric has this kind of a dull side. That's the outer side, or what I want for the outer side. And the inside is shiny, and that's got waterproofing on it. And so you have an inside and an outside, or a wrong side and a right side. And the zipper is the same way. You have a waterproof outside, and you have just a cloth inside. So right side, wrong side, outside, inside. So you want to make sure you got, you know, when I'm talking, that's what I'm talking about. So the outside, I'll say outside. So the first thing I want to do is to separate the zipper, and we're going to attach the zipper onto each side. Okay, so I'm going to put on my zipper foot, and what it has is like little channels in the bottom, so it'll ride on the zipper, plus you can get the needle really close to the zipper. So that's the first thing I need to do, and most sewing machines, from what I've seen these days, has a zipper foot attachment, and like my particular one, you can adjust it side to side. You can adjust the whole needle carriage side to side, or you can adjust the foot itself side to side. So we're going to make sure the needle drops down and doesn't hit anything. Great. Okay, so after separating the zipper, now this side of the cloth is the outside. It's going to be facing outside, and so here is the shiny side. And that's going to be facing down. And this is how my sewing machine works. So this is the inside zipper. This is the inside side, not the shiny waterproof side. So you put about an inch or so past the end. And this is just how my sewing machine works with a zipper foot. Yours might be different. So like this, there's a little channel on this side that the zipper is going to ride down, and then the needles over to the other side. So this is like the first stage of putting on this zipper. So figure out how your zipper works. And so now I'm going to just zip down a little bit, back her up, and we'll zip on down. On my machine, the zipper foot
over there, I actually have to move my whole zipper foot. So I release it, press that down, and move it over to the side. And then it clamps back down on itself. Now I'll be running down this side. What I need to do is with my zipper, so I'll actually be folding it over like that. That'll give it that nice clean edge. Make sure my thread's all going under. And I suppose I could pin this down. I just hate pinning things. So now what's going to happen is it's going to ride, the needle is going to ride closer to the zipper and make this a nice flat. All right, so now I've got the zippers in, and the next stage is to, let's clean it up a little bit. The next stage is to put the zips on, and that's why you left, basically you have 1 inch here and like 6 inches here, so that helps put the zipper pull on. Yes, now this is the hard part for me because I can't see very well. So we're just going to feed one side. I gotta remember which way to do this. Yeah, so you have like the wide openings, and we'll feed one in from one side, one in from the other side. So you can get one side on real easy, and then it's just cruising on down. Then we bring up the other side, and you kind of just got to get it kind of close. So we'll bring that down. Then we'll kind of eyeball it, and I'll give you a better view on the other side. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. If I screw it up this way, then I'll just do it again. This is where you gotta kind of hope it works. There we go. Let's see how that worked out. Okay, so that actually worked out. Just took a little bit of force in the beginning, and there we go. So there's one side. Now I'll get the other side. Here we have the wide side where it separates it, and then on the other side's where it puts the zipper together. So we want to put the wide side onto this zipper. Like right here we have a long side, and then we have a short side. So that helps. We just put the one side of our zipper on. So now that's on there. How can you see that best? Like that. And we bring that down to the other zipper, the other side. And we just got to connect them. So this is where the hard part is getting those coils to start to work together. Get it in there. See if I can do this in the camera. There we go. Now we got the two zippers. Now what I need to do is cut the ends off, so cut all this slop off of there. And
this is where, like, if you had a like a hot knife or whatever, you could do it real easy and cut it. But I'm going to do it this way and actually kind of mark it so I've got something to guide me. Looks like right down that white line. This is going to be real important that I don't swirl around too much. Definitely want good scissors. Whoops. Cutting through that zipper. Okay, now I'll do the other side. Now what we need to do is we'll turn this all inside out. And we will sew. Now if this was regular ripstop, I would say go ahead and singe the edges with a lighter. But this fabric doesn't seem to want to fringe out at all, so just kind of get this generally close so when you sew it, you'll make that nice and straight. Okay, with it turned inside out, I want to find where, so here's the zipper side, and I want to find the center point on the other side. This is where you want the zipper going right across the top. So I'm going to take my little grease pencil, got it folded in half, got the zipper, up we go, up. The zipper kind of folded in half right there. Reach in and see if I got a mark. Try that again. So now I've got a little mark. So when I put it on the sewing machine, I'll know exactly where it is. So it's a halfway down. So it's halfway across. So the zipper is going to go right across the top. Okay, so I've also changed back to my regular zipper foot. Got my little chalk mark. The thread gets in the way. There's my chalk mark again. And here we are. Here's where you'll want to. Now you want to start locking your stitches. Back it up. And when you get down here to the zipper, you want to go super slow. Needles don't like zippers. So you want to let the zipper kind of move away from the needle. When you get across, you just zip right on down. Lock stitch. Good. I'll do the other side. Alright, so now to make the boxy corner, I'm going to take the zippers, I'm going to move them out so I can manipulate things. I'm going to balloon that out. And what you're trying to do is kind of flatten that triangle like that. And we got to decide on how, if we want the bag to be narrow and tall on the zipper. So if you want it narrow and tall at the zipper, you'd bring the corner in more. If you want to have it kind of fatter and laid out more, you'd go towards the tip. So I was going to go down a couple inches, I think, and then I need a better ruler. Okay, I got a better ruler. So if I want to bring it, I want to make it even on both sides. So let's bring it down to, say, this grid line right there. So that
So if you didn't have grid lines, you would just measure the same distance. I think that's a nice grid line, so let's kind of put a mark on it. Now let's go around each one and measure that down. So I'll go around to each one of those and measure about the same distance down. So I'm just going to measure about 2 inches down on each one. I'm going to back that all the way up as far as I can. This is where we definitely want any like places where things can get hidden. Lock it out. Now all I have left to do is to cut off these ends and cut maybe a little more than 1/8 of an inch. Good. Okay, so I totally forgot to put that little end loop. So when I was sewing the ends, when I was doing that, I would have had it inside out, and I would have sewed the little loop on then, and then it would have turned out. Too bad. Sorry, I missed that. So now we've got the ends all cut off. And now all we have to do is turn it right side back out. Kind of push out all the little corners. Zipper on up. Scroll. I've got the little ties that just go in the little zippers. This was some cordage that they supplied. And how am I going to do that? I'm going to do it with little knots out, like that. Okay, so there we've got the little knots out. And there's our little waterproof ditty bag, or backpacking ditty bag, or zippered bag, or whatever you want to call it. That was awesome. That wasn't too bad. That was a fun little project. Nice and waterproof. Real sweet. I'm gonna have to make a few more of those. Nice. All right. Thanks a lot. Ripstop by the Roll little kit. I think it was like 12 bucks maybe for this particular fabric, and they gave you everything but thread and the sewing machine and those kind of things, but they gave you all the fabric and the zipper and the cords and the zipper pulls and the little webbing that I forgot to put in. But neat little project, and I could see me making a ton of these. All right, I'll see you out on the trail. Bye now.